Ballot drop boxes could become a thing of the past. A new bill in the Florida legislature would get rid of them, in addition to adding other voting restrictions.
Republicans in Tallahassee are pushing these restrictions, which Democrats call suppression, even though we haven't seen any fraud. So what's going on here? Fox 4's Rob Manch at the office of the Republican election supervisor in Collier County to get you more perspective.
Collier County saw about 90% of its voters turn out for the 2020 general election. That was the highest in the entire state of Florida, and the supervisor of elections office tells me it had a lot to do with drop boxes like these. That's why they were surprised to see this new bill. Collier County Supervisor spokeswoman Trish Robertson says people dropped off more than 44,000 ballots last election cycle.
That's almost 50% of the total amount of voting by mail ballots that were actually dropped off, and I know that drop boxes played a huge role in that.
But the sponsor of Senate Bill 90, State Senator Dennis Baxley, argues getting rid of the boxes would actually make it easier to vote.
The easiest thing you can do is drop it in the mail, not go find a box.
But the League of Women Voters of Florida says Senator Baxley would be making it harder to vote, not easier.
There's absolutely no reason whatsoever for this. This is absolutely voter suppression.
League President Patricia Brigham says taking away drop boxes would take away options from voters. But the bill also requires voters to reapply for mail-in voting status every 4 years, something else she opposes.
A lot of registered voters are not going to know this. So that means that the supervisors are going to have to invest in a massive education campaign to let voters know.
The Florida Supervisors of Elections estimates that investment could be as much as $16 million. Robertson says with how successful the last election was, she hopes the state doesn't tinker with the law.
Our office subscribes to making voting easy and accessible to voters. And we also subscribe to having controls in place that prevent fraud, and I think drop boxes do both of those measures.
That bill was approved in the Government Oversight and Accountability Committee, and now it's headed to be heard in the Rules Committee. In Collier County, Rob Manch, Fox 4.